funny yikesy?
Funny yikesy. Callers
Okay.
to Washington State Hotline press 2 for Spanish and get accented AI English instead. So if you called the Washington Department of Licensing and press 2 for Spanish, it was just a voice speaking English but with a Spanish accent.
Press 2 for Spanish. Press 2 for Spanish.
Yeah, I mean they still said the numbers in Spanish, but everything else was just English with a very heavy Spanish accent. And apparently this went on for months before they fixed it.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So this is one of those things where, maybe AI shouldn't be taking our jobs.
Yeah, probably not.
It doesn't seem to be good at them.
Can we at least get UBI before AI takes over everything, please? Can we at least get one of these things?
So I have seen videos where they run the numbers on it. Hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. And so if AI actually comes for the white collar jobs in the way that the AI bros are saying that they are, which press X to doubt, but if they do, then what they're talking about is creating unemployment levels that are like twice that of the Great Depression. So if that is actually the goal of these AI companies, maybe we should be doing something socially to make sure that having that much unemployment is not going to completely devastate the world.
Yeah.
Because like that is not that's not sustainable.
My question in situations like this will always be, why do you want that?
Did you see the news about Windows 12?
Why are we already talking about Windows 12? 11 just came the fuck out.
Well, Windows 12 is apparently coming out sometime this year, and it is going to be a modular AI-based operating system with Cortana as the core.
Okay.
And they're going to be hiding certain functionality behind a paywall, a subscription paywall, not a one-time payment paywall. And I saw that news and I'm like, I am so happy that I made the jump into Linux when I did.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's actually shocking. I'm going to start streaming from Linux soon. I just need to get all my scenes and everything done up over there. But it is genuinely shocking to me how many things, like, First time I used Linux was ages ago. Like over a decade ago was the last time I started using Linux. And there was just so much tinkering just to get basic things to work that I'm just like, yeah, okay, neat hobby, don't have time for it. Goodbye, back to Windows.
Naki Bree says Windows 11 has been out for 2 or 3 years. This is normal. No.
Well, when Windows 10 came out, Microsoft announced that it would be the last version of Windows. They would just continue updating 10 forever.
Yeah, I refuse to accept this normal. Yeah. I refuse to accept this normal.
So just Microsoft lies anyway. But yeah. So that was my experience with Linux decade or more ago. This time I've been using Linux Mint, which I installed it because I Googled which one's the easiest, and everybody's like Mint. Sure. Mint is the easiest. And it's been shocking to me just how the tables have turned. There are so many things, like, yeah, there has been more tinkering in the initial setup, and I have some like I got the Go XLR working in Linux, sort of, but it's not officially supported, so like the open source things for it didn't work quite right. Mm-hmm. And there have been a few things like that but usually it's stuff to do with a weird thing about my setup. It's like if you just use browser stuff, it's fine. And it's gotten to the point where like there are things that are just easier to do on Linux than they are on Windows.
Naki Bree is going general availability October 2021. I appreciate that you came with a source. Appreciate that I don't give a shit. I'm sorry, this is one of those things that I will be an obstinate old man on. We do not need this many iterations of a fucking operating system. It is wholly unnecessary.
Apparently, a guy accidentally gained control of an army of Roombas when he tried to hack his own, and then he used AI to write the script to be able to do it. Well, that just makes... I'm getting to be a bit curmudgeonly in my old age. I'm now starting to get to the point where when I see anything that is connected to the internet, I'm just like, who are you selling my data to?
I mean, that's not being
Why-
curmudgeon-y. That's just
Yeah, but like,
understanding the world.
I'm actually starting to like disconnect things that I had enjoyed being connected previously. It's like, yeah, using Google automations to turn lights on and off and everything is fun, but like, I'd rather just hit the switch myself and not have Google have all my information.
Yeah.
But that's also where I've been using Home Assistant as well. It is quite a bit more tinkery than something like Google's ecosystem or whatever. But like once I get it set up, it just continues to work. Like one of the issues I constantly had with Google when I had all the automations going through with them is that just occasionally there would be an update that would break something and I'd have to go tinker with it. So like as time went on, there were just more and more things that didn't work the way they were supposed to anymore, and I just hadn't bothered to fix them yet. And whereas with Home Assistant, I started installing it as soon as I moved into this house. We've been here for more than a year, and the things that I set up on day one are still just chugging along, no problem. So yeah, all this to say, fuck AI. Ditch Windows if you can. Don't give your data to Google.
Have you considered give me all your data?
Don't use apps for things that you don't need to. Like, I'm trying to lose a bit of weight now.
Yeah.
Since my treadmill broke, I've been sitting on my ass a lot more, and I have gained about 40 pounds. A lot of it, like shirts that I got a year ago, just don't fit me anymore. And I don't like it. So I am trying to lose weight. And I'm like, okay, well, as part of that, maybe I'll start actually tracking it, because then that'll, like, not going to weigh myself every day, but like if I weigh myself once a week, then maybe that'll give me like a little bit more motivation to like not get a bag of chips or whatever. And so I sat down and I was like, I like go to Google and I'm like, what is a good privacy-focused weight tracking app that doesn't share your data with anyone? And then it gave me some recommendations, and none of them were perfect, and everybody has complaints about this, that, and the other. And I'm like, wait a minute. I just make a spreadsheet. I don't fucking need an app for that. Why do you need an app for that? Why do you need an app to track stuff like that? You don't.
Yeah. That's fair.
So, yeah. That's the moral of this story. Let's just pretend all of that was relevant to the news story here.
It totally was. Yeah, it was all about the Washington hotline. I remember when you mentioned that. I was
It's tangentially related. It's all the AI tech bubble with like these friggin' techno-fascists running our lives now.
I remember when you said words.
Got to get the stories to be over 8 minutes.
That's I appreciate you. Hey, you made it to the end. I want to give an extra thanks to the patrons who allow me to do this full time. I want to thank Aaron Rail, Astral, Britzkrieg, Jemshin, Poundini, Red Joker, Victoria, Jonas, Craig, Tarika, Fireshard, Smiling GM, John, Dren Hadamada, Creeper, Sagitta, you know I'm not saying that last part, Sylvie Snow, Valis of Seraph, Ottoman Angel, Rooster Rachel, and Fire Panda, who are all my $20 and up patrons.